and my name is Glenn Newman. And that you don't need to write it down. That's just because I'm standing up here at the moment. Sam Adams would have called us the irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. And that's who you really are. Do not take your position lightly. It is important that you know who you are and understand that. You are the irritant that set brush fires of freedom in the minds of men and women. The greatest joy that professional political parties would like to see is liberty-minded people kept silent and separate. Does that make sense? They want us to be not only alone mentally, they want us alone physically. Today, just so you know, this is the largest turnout the Ohio Liberty Coalition has ever had. Give yourself a round of applause. I hope that they heard that downtown. And in D.C., which I would prefer that you not call that Washington ever again. George Washington was a great man. You can call it, Foggy Bottom, Swampland, but not Washington, That's not good. Just a little history of who we are. The Ohio Liberty Council Coalition, for those that started and now are in, we've had a name change there. So from now on, we'll be referred to as the OLC. As Jim Green keeps reminding me, Glenn, it's not what we used to be, it's what we are. It's nothing like being interrupted in the middle of a thought. But I must give Kirsten one thing. She is the greatest organizer I've ever known. Give her a large hand. Yes. What she was asking me to do was to have all of you come in because we're going to close the doors. And then, I will, Kirsten. And then we have seats in the front. We have seats on the right. And if we need, we have seats on these steps. So be friendly to each other. Hopefully most or some of you have been in church before. You're not accustomed to being crowded. So you are today. So move in, push in, and sit down. And we have plenty of seats over here by Ted. And just crowd around Ted. He gets a little claustrophobic, but that's good. So over there, up here, all over. So we will, Todd, do you want to pull the doors closed for sound? So as I was about to say, may I move forward now, Kirsten? 2009 was when this group actually came together and was formed. Hard to believe. 2009. And the Ohio Liberty Coalition, or OLC, Jim, is not a political organization. But we've taken the lead in some issues, such as the IRS issue that Mr. Tom has been skewered over, and many groups within the state. Along with that, we've taken a role in Medicaid expansion. Not trying to extend it, but do the other. Just clarifying that. But it is not our role as a board and an organization to do that. but we are to assist the individual groups to become more successful at taking the lead themselves. We can share information and best practices, and you're going to meet our best practices person here in just a little bit. We can share that with you, the grassroots. You are where the power is. Don't ever, ever, ever let some paid political person tell you otherwise. They work for you. Amen. When they enter the room, be gracious, but do not stand. We got rid of the hierarchy in the 1800s. Give them space, but they work for you. You're not wanting anything from them. They can use our communication systems like a bulletin board and paste notices, recruit volunteers, and communicate with others, including projects organized by groups such as, and this is a proud, proud list I'm going to give you. This is only partially. But listen to this list. Ohioans Against Common Core. Give them a round of applause. Ohio Citizens for Property Rights. Unbelievable. Voter Integrity Project. The Voter Integrity Project. The Healthcare Freedom Amendment. Ohio Workplace Freedom and Ohio Precinct Project. These are what you have been involved in. This is what you've been involved in. Today you're going to hear from a representative of these liberty groups here in Ohio. It's not necessary that you agree with all of them. It's not. And it's okay. This is like a family. You know, when you go to reunions, you sometimes put on full body armor. So, but those that you do find have a issue or project, join with them. Because I want to state this, and Ted is going to talk about this in a little bit too. I want you to be proud of this organization you're associated with. Because without the OLC, it would have been very difficult for great, great people to have lifted up the Common Core issue here in the state. But we were able to give them connections quickly. And these things have to happen quickly. We can't wait to have it in the local newspaper, which no one reads anymore, by the way. But we were able to do that. It goes on and on. So without that, it is important because we are indeed changing the political landscape. And that is because of who? You. And I want you to do this very quickly because I don't know all of you. There are some here that I don't know. Wish I did. And I don't even have a name tag. I found this one out in the hall. I would like for you to give me your first names. I'm going to count to 3, and then for everybody to give me your first name. Okay? 1, 2, 3, Glenn. Now, we are all on a first name basis. So I don't want anybody going out of here and saying, well, they didn't listen to me. They don't even know who I am. Yes, we do. We know exactly who you are. We're best friends. So, and as I was hooked by my, I almost said by my timekeeper, we are going to move very quickly. Board members, will you step forward, please? I want all the OLC board up front. I told Kirsten I wouldn't go over 4 minutes. That worked out well. I just got a 10-minute card. These are people that sometimes you don't know, and I need the regional directors, Ed Rake and John McAvoy and Jennifer Hiles. I want you to see these people because it's very important, so we'll start here with the board with Cheryl. Cheryl, go right along, down this way.
Cheryl Blakely. Kirsten Hill.
Lisa Cooper.
Carol Bicking.
Ted Steveno.
Jim Green.
Barry Momar.
Ann Becker.
John McAvoy.
I'm going to move to the left.
Oh, dear. Ed Rake.
Jennifer Hiles.
Thank you all. And we have, and real quick, you all can sit down. I've just used and abused you enough. The state is broken into 5 geographic areas. 5. And John McAvoy's in the northwest. Ed Rake, southeast. We have one in the northeast, and that person's name is Pat Paradin. And is that a he or she? She could not be here today. We're also missing one board member, and that's Ralph Stampanato. I wanted him here because I can't say his name. Okay. Out of the 5 areas, we have 3 of those covered. That leaves the southwest and central regions without a regional representative that works with us. If you are interested in becoming a regional rep and you live in the southwest section of the state or the central, say to the state, please see me today. You're here because the core of the OLC is freedom. Freedom. And you're going to hear about that today. Freedom. Thank you, Kirsten.